Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Zahra Aprilia Zalfa and today I'll be presenting about teaching principles and lesson planning. This presentation will cover essential aspects of teaching preparation, including learning theories, lesson planning, and assessment. Let's begin. This time, we will explore the basic concepts that help teachers prepare for teaching. Reflection plays a critical role in understanding our own beliefs and improving our teaching practice. By the end of this presentation, you will understand key learning theories, lesson planning strategies, and assessment methods. Reflection is an important part of teaching. John Dewey described it as active, persistent, and careful consideration of our beliefs. By reflecting on our experience, we can understand what worked best in our classrooms and align our practice with our teaching philosophy. Next, to learning theories. Learning theories help us understand how students learn. They provide a foundation for designing teaching method and classroom activities. By knowing different theories, we can select the best approaches that match our student needs. The first one is behaviorism. Behaviorism focuses on how external stimuli shape behavior. Pavlov and Skinner introduced the idea of reinforcement, where positive feedback encourages learning. Techniques like drilling and repetition are common in this approach, but it can limit creativity. The second is cognitivism. Cognitivism sees learning as an internal process. Brunner and Chomsky emphasize the role of memory and problem solving in learning. Unlike behaviorism, this theory encourages active thinking and understanding rather than simple repetition. The third one is constructivism. Constructivism highlights the importance of social interaction in learning. According to Piaget and Vygotsky, students build knowledge by collaborating with others. This theory supports group works and case studies, making learning more meaningful. The fourth one is connectivism. Connectivism is a modern theory that focuses on learning through technology. Siemens and Dones suggest that knowledge is created by connecting with information networks. This theory encourages using digital tools to explore and synthesize information. The last one is SLA theories. Explain how people learn a second language. Crescent input hypothesis suggests that learners need comprehensible input, while Long's interaction hypothesis highlights the importance of communication. This theory influenced the communicative language teaching approach. Lesson planning. Lesson planning is a crucial step in ensuring effective and organized teaching. It serves as a blueprint that guides both teachers and students throughout the learning process. There are 6 key elements to consider when designing a lesson. The first one is learning outcomes. Clearly define what students should achieve by the end of the lesson, helping both teachers and students stay focused on the objective. Second one is progression of activities. Arrange activities in a logical sequence, starting from simpler tasks to more complex ones, to gradually build student understanding. The third one is strategies and materials. Choose suitable teaching method and material that align with the learning outcomes and engage students effectively. The fourth one is success criteria. Establish measurable indicators to evaluate whether students have successfully achieved the lesson objective. The fifth one is assessment method. Plan how student progress will be assessed, whether through formative or summative assessment. And the last one is follow-up tasks. Include homework or additional activity to reinforce learning and encourage further practice. By considering this element, lesson planning not only helps teacher deliver structured lesson but also support student learning in a clear and organized way. Part 1 also provides principles for evaluating, selecting, and adapting teaching materials based on appearance, content, and alignment with learning outcomes. Lastly, it highlights assessment principle and the importance of balancing formative and summative assessment to support student development. And that's all from me for today. Thanks for listening and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.